Hey YouTube, the 2XO alpha is finally done, and the survey took like 5 days for it to come to me. I had to like pull it off the Twitter from 2XO. Anyways, yeah, let's do the survey. And I want to give a lot of feedback. I've actually, despite the crazy amount of hours and the fact that I took like 4 days off of work to play 2XO, I actually have a lot of interesting things to say about the game. I have a lot of critical feedback. I think it does a lot of good things, but there's some things that definitely need change. And so let's figure it out. I am a man, and I currently live in the United States. I'm doxing myself. Fuck. All right. Anyways, where we got before playing the 2XO Alpha Lab, how many hours did you play? Oh my god, I've played so many. I don't even want to think. It's so far above 500 hours in number of hours of playing games I've played. It's actually crazy, and I played on PC. But yeah, the whole point of the survey is to give my feedback in more formal fashion. It's not like some Illuminati survey. It's more of I get to fill out the survey like the rest of you guys. So anyways, how satisfied was I? I'd say somewhat satisfied. Somewhat satisfied. I liked it a lot. Anyways, my experience with the following aspects, I rate how much I liked and dislike. I guess so this is where I can give a lot of my feedback. So anyways, yeah, the music I thought was decent. So there was some theme. I really like the music direction now compared to before, because before the music didn't really stand out, and it was kind of just background noise the whole time for the stage. Now, when you kill a character, their theme appears, which is really, really cool. I like it. And certain themes, like Brahms' theme, it's a banger, right? Now, certain themes like AHRI's theme, let me see if I can find it. AHRI theme 2XO. It's like, that shit just like puts you to sleep, bro. It's like, this is like the music that should be in like the background of like a lobby, or like this is like, you know, you're strolling through a town in a JRPG, but instead like this is like you're trying to make a comeback of AHRI and this is your theme. I don't know. I feel like some of it just doesn't fit. Not that the song is bad, it's just like it doesn't really fit the combat vibe that I think we should be going for. So I'll say somewhat liked. I actually played with the music off for most of it. But unfortunately it kept like cutting out. There's like some weird glitch like the music would cut out. Anyways, visual effects I thought were good. I think some things could be a little bit more visually apparent. For example, sometimes it just seems like there's too much visual noise on the screen. I think that's because maybe characters don't stand out enough from the point character. I'm not really sure how you fix that. I think overall this is definitely something on the better end. So I'm gonna say somewhat like. Same thing with art, visual style. I think if you compare this game to like Guilty Gear or Grand Blue, I think those games visually look better, but at the same time, like I think this is overall looks pretty good. I'd put it on par with, I don't know, maybe Street Fighter. I think Street Fighter 6 looks better. Outside of like those games, I think it looks better than everything. Like I think this game looks way better than Mortal Kombat, for example. So I'm gonna put it somewhat like this as well. Non-music sounds, I thought they're great. I'm not really like a sound effect guy, but I didn't really have an issue with some of the sound. Maybe some of the hits could be a little bit more chunkier, but yeah, all the voice lines. So maybe some of them were a little repetitive. Like, do we really have to hear AHRI say surprise, surprise twice? I don't know. So we'll get a somewhat liked. The setting, the world, right? That's literally, it's not something I give a shit about. So I'm a pass on that one. Champions gameplay, somewhat like. I'll hopefully get more into what I liked about the Champions, what I didn't. The lobby was actually godlike. I actually think of all the things, the lobby was like probably the best thing. Actually, probably the best lobby I've seen in any game so far. The matches were really quick. The hidden MMR felt really good. Queuing up, you just press one button and then it directs you where to go. The lobbies felt responsive, no connection issues. It's just that the lobby, and it has like its own like unique style. Nah, the lobby is sick. The lobby is easily the best thing that stands out. And game controls, I'm fine with them. I wouldn't say it doesn't feel like super intuitive. I feel like there's a couple things you could change. Like for example, tag launcher, I think should be on like 2T instead of 5T, right? Just so you accidentally get a little bit less. But other than that, I'm okay. I know a lot of people had issue with it, so I'll say somewhat liked. Is this it? Oh my god. Okay. What could make this game more appealing to you? Is this like, is this the end of the survey? I don't want to like just dump everything here. That's it? Oh no, I'm actually a fraud. I'm a fraud. I'm a fraud. I'm a fraud. Oh no. Guys, don't look. All right. Okay. Anyways, yeah, I have a lot of open things to say about the beta. Is there anything? And don't hold back. Yeah, let's not hold back. So, what do I think was great? Great, we'll say lobbies, netcode. I think the system itself, gameplay system, is very polished, right? Gameplay system. I think the fuses are a great idea. I think all the mechanics add and have purpose and are strong and are fun to play with and add a lot of depth to the game, right? So I think, and also teams, 2v2. I think 2v2 is actually what makes this game. 2v2 is so much more fun than I thought it would be, right? And then we'll say needs improvement. There's a lot, right? So I think balance, or how I say, one of the complaints that gets me about this game, and people say this game has unlimited depth, like, oh, there's so much to explore. And I think some of the characters actually have a very shallow game design. In particular, AHRI, Braum, and AHRI, I think do not have much variance towards them, right? So AHRI, for example, like I could sum up her gameplay in like 5, like it's spam S1 in neutral, and then you do the S1 loops, and all right, you figure out AHRI. Like, move around and then do S1. Occasionally jump, like, and same thing with Lally. Lally, your game plan is do the forward Rekka move, and if it doesn't hit, do it again, and sometimes do the S1 because it's a slam, it goes really far, and occasionally jump. And like, I feel like the gameplay should be a little bit more diverse than that. I feel like when you look at Street Fighter 6 or you look at like other tag games like BB Tag, characters have many different options that are viable and neutral. And I feel like this game, like a lot of characters are just kind of like, some moves like Braum's shield are just so good that you really don't want to use like anything else of the kit, and normals feel really bad to hit. And I don't know, I feel like there's like a character depth, or I don't know really what the word is, but I feel like these characters should have more things they can do in neutral, right? So for example, Alawi being able to, like, I don't know, just having like maybe a better normals, so, and you don't always feel like you have to just swing the Rekka move, and so the normals could have like less recovery, so they're like less risky than the Rekka to being whiff punished, just so they have a purpose in neutral, because it feels like Lowy shouldn't be pressing normals in neutral mostly. Another example is like maybe give her a couple different specials. I think for like her down, I think it's down S1, down S2, the move that's supposed to catch retreating guard, it's really minus, it's really laggy, and it'd be really cool if I could like use that in neutral. Like, it's not like the rewards anything crazy, so I wish they gave out like less recovery, or just another move I can like throw out in neutral to like keep people on their toes and like show them different looks, right? So I feel like most of the depth in this game comes from the gameplay system and not the actual characters themselves, and I wish that they added more depth to characters. The second thing, I mean, the tutorial was absolute shit. Tutorial, new player onboarding. I feel like everyone has talked about this, but like the tutorial's terrible, and it doesn't really like teach you everything there is to know about the game. I'm sure this is something that people are working on, but it'd be really nice, especially for the next one, where you're getting so many new eyes on the game for the first time, to have like a level 2, level 3 tutorial that goes into more, maybe a mission mode, maybe a trial mode, maybe some unique ways of displaying this information, maybe make goals on like using certain mechanics, and then you get rewards for it, right? Maybe have like bot games people can start out with, or I don't know, there's so many different things you can do here. I think it's whatever you do, it's gonna be better than what you have. All right, third thing is more characters, more fuses. I think it kind of to the depth of the characters, I think if you have enough fuses and enough characters, then the depth of each character matters less. So maybe that's the route they're trying to go. And we don't know how many characters are cooking up. I don't know either, but I think this will solve some of this problem in a well, harder way, honestly a better way, right? If you're trying to keep the same character design, specifically more fuses. I feel like how do I say, how do I want to put this? So like I think Pulse, Fury, Fuse should get a buff, right? Gets buff. I know that sounds kind of crazy, but I feel like Pulse should have it should be competitively viable, but it should be way better than it is now, because this is not good at all, right? It's a fuse that like someone could do for an hour and then be like, well, I could press ABC auto combo and then they switch off, right? Like I wish there was some inherent benefit to using Pulse, because especially if I'm teaming with someone that's using Pulse and I'm a competitive player, like I want to at least feel like I'm not handicapping myself too much by using Pulse. So maybe Pulse, it's like more damage, yeah, more damage on auto combo. And then Fury, it's like activation or more opportunities to dash cancel. So basically no one at high level used Fury, and it's because like the dash cancels are cool, but you only get one of them per character, and sometimes it doesn't even activate because your character dies so quick, right? So maybe it activates earlier, I don't know. And then fuse ideas. I think the game actually needs more fuses. I just don't know what. So here's some things I was cooking up in my mind palace. Maybe you guys can come up with something better, but this is just kind of what I came up with. So one is like X Factor. So basically only active when last character buffs comeback factor, because I feel like comebacks aren't really a strong thing, but they're kind of like a very universal staple of tag games. So I feel like if you actually had a fuse that was like designed to make comebacks, like for example, like new combos or speed up, etc., I think it'd be really interesting, right? I think defensive fuse, I might call this K Groove. I think K Groove's the one in CVS2 where parries are like a lot better. You actually get a parry. Basically buff parry, so uses less meter and covers high low, and that's like the only thing you get, right? So it's a fuse that's like geared more towards defensive players as opposed to like buffing your assist and that sort of thing. Yeah, one fuse per character is interesting. I kind of like, I feel like that'd be really hard, right? Because like, how do you do freestyle with one fuse per character? Because you tag into the one person and then like, okay, this guy can't freestyle. I feel like that'd be kind of OP. That's an interesting idea though. And yeah, maybe something else. I don't know. I'm sure you guys are cooking up some stuff, but there needs to be more fuses. Other than that, that's mostly it. Buff Alawi and Braum. Nerf, how I say, nerf Darius DP damage. Nerf Echo. Give more options in neutral. There we go. Nerf Darius DP damage, nerf Echo. I think once they take away the AHRI bug, how I say, AHRI assist should only OTG once. Yasuo is fine. I think Yasuo is fine. Yeah. Buff. I think they should buff AHRI down this one. So better in neutral. Like, down this one seems like a cool move, but it's so bad. It's like they need to give characters more things to do. And that's pretty much it. Anyways, that's my feedback for the game. I hope that makes sense. I know a lot of people are doing these. I kind of want to get my own stamp on shit. And yeah, that's pretty much it for the 2xKO feedback. Let me know what you guys think down below. I really enjoyed this. I'm obviously I plan to play a lot more when it actually comes out, and hopefully it comes out in a better state, even though I think the state was quite good. Like, share, subscribe, take care, y'all.